Hello, Bradmus1981 here. Hello, everyone. Just got a new package today from my good friends at zombietools.net. I've been expecting this for a few weeks now. Looks like I lucked out because I just opened up the webpage here to get the specific information right on this new blade of mine from them, and it looks like the wait time is now 7 to 9 weeks, versus for me when I ordered it was 4 to 6. So looks like I snuck in at the right moment. Please forgive me for how I look. I just got home from work and I'm exhausted. So let me get to it. Here it is. The box hasn't been opened yet. I've been wanting this blade from Zombie Tools for quite a while, and for those of you who are curious, the blade is in fact called the Felon. It's their version of the traditional Bowie knife. For those who don't know, let me read the little description that Zombie Tools, the guys there and girls, mainly guys, but posted on there. In 1832, in a sandbar in a Louisiana slough, I believe it's slough, Jim Bowie brought a knife to a gunfight. Fortunately, it wasn't just any knife, and Jim wasn't any man. Although shot, stabbed, and pistol whipped by his foes, Jim uses his knife of his own design to gut one man and slash a chunk from the arm of another, and live to tell a tale. Jim would finally meet his end, overwhelmed by hordes while defending the Alamo. But the knife, which would come to be known as the Bowie, would live on, become America's most famous contribution to edged combat. So I might as well read the rest. The ZT Felon is our homage to the badassery of Big Jim Bowie in the American knife-making tradition. In typical ZT style, it's a big fucking chunk of steel, 20 inches long with a 12-inch edge. The classic clip tip with false edge and a handle big enough for a gorilla's grip. At 2 pounds weight and a quarter-inch thick, the blade is heavy enough for a vicious slash, but long enough for a classic cut and thrust sword play. It even has a hammer point along the spine for working through a tough chunk of wood or the sinews of a unicorn. Be warned that wielding this knife will land you in the hooscow in several southern states. Careful where you carry, Texans. But come the apocalypse, the Felon makes its own law. Sometimes these descriptions are funny as hell. And of course, it says comes with Kydex drop sheath with leg strap, like the Vakra, I believe it's pronounced. So, since I'm on here, I might as well talk about the dimensions and stuff. Total length is 19.5 inches, or 0.50, I believe that's millimeters. And blade length is 12.75 inches, 0.32 millimeters, or metric system. Handle length 6.5 inches, or 0.17 millimeters. Or is it 0.17 meters? It's got to be 0.17 meters. Not millimeters, it makes no sense. Meters. So total length would be 0.5 meters. Blade length 0.32 meters. Handle length 0.17 meters. That makes better sense, doesn't it? Anyway, let's see. I did the grip size. Maybe I didn't. Grip size, I don't know if I said it before, 0.75 inches or 0.12 meters. Steel width is 0.25 inches. Pretty damn thick. Which equals to 6.4 millimeters. The type of steels, like the majority of their blades, is 5160. The only one I know of that's different is the Apakatana, which I believe is a 6160 or something like that. I did another review on that, so if you're curious, check out that video. Also, another video coming up soon of me throwing that bad boy. Trying to get this set up. I've been wanting to do it for quite a long time, and I'm gonna get it done here soon, folks. Anyway, weight is 2 pounds 2 ounces, or 0.96 kilograms. It's a heavy bugger. Availability right now, as I said, it's 7 to 9 week wait time. Looks like their wait times are going up, so maybe perhaps because the blade show just ended or something. I don't know. But the price was $279.95, and I paid a little bit extra. On mine, I paid, I believe it was $25 extra, because I asked the guys at ZT, or in this case, one of their, I believe, female workers. I believe it's Ellen, I'm not sure though. She here pointed out that for extra $25, they have one of the guys there is an artist or is able to do stencil. So what they would do is they cut out like a name or something like that, in a stencil, and they would stick it onto the blade. And so when they put the acid finish on it, when after it was treated, when you peeled it off, it would have the name kind of in the blade. Now, I'm going to show you. I'm sure it turned out pretty cool. So I got that done. I end up choosing the name for my blade, Elizabeth, and respect, homage, I guess, or you want to call it, to my best, one of my best friends, Elizabeth, who actually put me on to the zombie tools. Thought about my mother's name, but I thought it was kind of weird having a knife named after my mom, so I went with Elizabeth. Because Elizabeth's a very strong woman, and couldn't think of anyone better to have the name that my blade named after. So let me open this up. I'm yapping enough. Got me an expensive knife here. I'm not putting this on camera, guys, just to make it easier, but I have not opened it. I've been waiting all day to open this sucker because I got this package before work, but I didn't have enough time to do a video before work, and I wanted to wait to do an unboxing, so let's see. Bear with me, guys. Alright. Yes. Back up. There's the blade. Set this down for a moment. Oh, nice. Nice, guys. They included some nice swag for me. Yeah. Fistful of fuck yeah. I don't drink beer, but I'm definitely going to keep these handy for sodas. And when I barbecue, I do have friends that drink beer. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it, Zombie Tools. Got my receipt. Yep, my invoice. As you guys may know, I'm a huge supporter of these guys. Not only did my best friend, Elizabeth, who I just mentioned, is friends with some of the owners and all that. She's actually visited their facility several times. But also, I used to work at a store called Excalibur Cutlery and Gift, which was a cutlery shop in the Pacific Northwest, Washington State, Oregon. And a few of my good friends that work there I still talk to. They're friendly with some of the guys at Zombie Tools, and everyone speaks really highly of them. So we got ZT here. Wow, this is awesome. Wow, this Kydex sheath it's tougher than the it's like thicker, a little more rugged than the than for my previous blades, my backwoods bone machete and my Pocketana, my Traumahawk. But I think this is pretty tight. If you look up here, I know you're more anxious to see the blade, but see how much that bends in. So if I put this in here, that's snug, really snug, and I like that. It should be snug. In fact, it's only slipping out a little bit because it still has the plastic wrap on it. But haha, nice, guys, nice. All right, so let me explain. In my previous video, I explained this before, but this wrap is basically to help with the elements of shipping. So, like for instance, it was raining today. I don't think this was out in the rain, but if it ever was, they put oil or grease and they put in here and then they wrap this up. That way you don't have to worry about getting, if your shipment's out in the rain or whatever, you don't have to worry about rusting or anything like that. So. That's really cool. I like that, guys. Check this out. So that's the etching, or it's not an engraving, but like I said, they put a stencil, probably any type of sticky stencil, like you put on a car, where you can design, where you pull them and you paste it on. They put it on and then they acid etch it. So when this comes out clear, so there's Elizabeth's name. I told them to kind of come up with some cool kind of like apocalyptic or whatever, and I think they did a pretty kick-ass job. It's pretty cool. So Elizabeth, this is in homage to you as a friend, and your how strong a woman you are, and all that good stuff. And all right, that's I think that's pretty cool to do for a friend. Name a blade after them. But man, woo! I knew it was big. I knew it was big, but until you hold this sucker, it just doesn't. God dang, man. This is awesome. Woo! I'm excited. That's awesome. Look how thick that is, guys. That's thick. I like the leather they got on this. From what I've been told, the guys and girls, well, I want to say girls because someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that it's Ellen, I believe, and I believe she handles like invoicing, orders, and stuff like that. But I believe in the back it's still only men that does the, I don't want to be sexist, but the manual work or whatever. Not that a woman couldn't do it, but just at the moment it's all men. But I believe the guys are always trying to make the leather wraps better. I heard that's one of the things that they concentrate on the most is to get those wraps really comfortable and wrapped super tight. Because I mean, I can't imagine it'd be easy to wrap this aluminum handle with this leather and keep it this tight and yet be comfortable. And I can tell it's like a little bit softer than my Trauma Hawk, and I think they kind of experiment with it. So, yeah, that's cool. I have yet to see a video of some survival stuff with this knife. The only thing I've seen is, I believe on YouTube, there's another awesome review of this by Knife Review or something like that. It's based out of the UK, I believe, and it does show some chopping of some wood, but nothing really else. But whew, that is awesome. Awesome. It's there's no real intricate design here, guys. I know you see it's wet. That's the oil. It's on the blade. What I am curious if they would ever offer. Now, I didn't want this because I wanted the name Elizabeth on my blade. Let me get it like I have right there. But I'm wondering if they do the hammer forged on my older backwoods bone machete. Which feel free to take a look at my video if you have time. They did this like hammer treatment against some of the non like the flat surfaces here, not actually the edge or where it starts to where the bevel or whatever you want to call it. I know I'm being retarded. For someone that used to work in blades and cutlery, I'm being kind of stupid. But anyway, they used to like hammer it out, made like a real like cool looking hammer design. It was really awesome looking. But I think they stopped doing it because it was really time consuming, and also it didn't really help with the rust or anything like that. At least I don't believe so. But I don't know enough of this treatment. I just know that they asked to treat it to really talk about it, but that's something I can find out. Man, back up here. That's awesome. I'm a big guy. I mean, I'm a big guy. So if you're a big guy out there and you want to get a big hunk of knife, I mean, this is a big knife. This is borderline small sword, but it's still practical. I mean, you can still chop with it. It's small enough where you can keep it for self-defense in some states and some cities. Be wary. A lot of crazy knife laws out there, and really obscure ones at that. But I am rambling on at this point because I'm just so excited to have this. I've been wanting this blade for a long time. Actually, this is my when Elizabeth gave me the gift of my backwoods bone machete, which they no longer make. She asked if there's any other blade I wanted instead. And I thought the backwoods bone machete was badass. I'm like, no, Liz, you picked that out for me. I want that. And I still feel that same way, man. It's such a cool ass blade. But at the same time, I was looking at this and I was like, man, I really want that one. So I'm glad I'm finally able to get it. And I'm glad to support the guys over at Zombie Tools. They do a real fantastic job. I mean, look at this a little more closely, and it's a great job. Man, cool. Just awesome. So, if you're, let me tell you something. Even if you're not into big knives, a lot of my guy friends I've been showing this. I'm like, oh, you're crazy, man. That thing's huge. I'm like, yeah, so what? I'm crazy. But I did say, so when you try and say your wife or girlfriend got to get as a gift, you wouldn't like it. Oh no, it'd be badass. I would love it. So if you're looking for a gift, ladies or guys or whatever, for your son, Father's Day, father, whatever, And remember, you gotta make sure you order ahead of time. They got a 7 to 9 week wait time right now. But this is a great idea. They're not cheap, but they're built very, very well. This is quality stuff. This isn't just some gimmicky zombies. Like you see a lot of Cold Steel and stuff. I'm not. I'm not saying they have bad product. I'm not saying that Cold Steel, um, Cricket, KRCT, whatever it's called, they have all these gimmicky zombie tool type things, and they're quality stuff, but not this quality. No. So anyway, I'm gonna shut up now because I'm babbling. So hopefully soon I'll have a review on the Trauma Hawk actually throwing it. And when I do that, I'll take this bad boy out and run it through some tests. I'm not going to do the test like I believe it's Skullgrim. By the way, check his channel out if you're into swords. He did a great review on the one of Zombie Tool's most popular swords now. It's the not the Difos, but the Zyphos or something like that. I don't know. But he beats the crap out of his blades. I'm not willing to beat the crap out of this. I mean, if I need to, yes, but not needlessly. I know how strong their blades are. Anyway, again, thank you so much, guys at ZT for the can/cup holders. These are badass. I'll definitely use them. Thank you so much for whoever over there did this sketching, or what you want to call it, of Elizabeth. Did a great job. This is awesome. I love how they made it like real, like not like savvy, like apocalyptic, but savvy. You know, it looks really good. I really appreciate it. And I believe it's Ellen. Let me hold on, bear with me, guys. I want to make sure I get the proper shout outs, even though I should have ended this video like 5 minutes ago. I want to make sure I get the right one. Come on, phone. Work with me. Ellen, yeah. I want to believe it's Ellen. E-L-L-E-N, so it should be Ellen. I want to thank you so much. I really appreciate your help online, answering my questions, getting back to me. And again, this is zombietools.net is the website, and this is their blade called the Felon, their Bowie blade. And I will see you, it's Brabus1901, and I will see you all later. If you have any questions or comments, please leave below, and I will try to get back to you. Later, guys. Be safe.